Okay. So, Delvin, if you find yourself or whoever finds himself in the left corner right here, right, then I want August or whoever's playing right ala to stay wide here. The reason I want that is because then their defender from the other team has to make a choice. And his choice is going to be either sit middle, right? And he'll want to sit middle to avoid this ball in, right, into the pivot. Or he's going to press right here to block that option so that he can cut it off, right? But if you do sit wide, then you're allowing this ball in to the pivot, Isaiah, right? And if you get that ball in right there, then what you can do is, remember how I say I want you to switch? Then August will hold on defense there. You're going to run around here, causing Tanito or their defender to gravitate towards the ball. Taka is also gravitating towards the ball here, right? You go on the back side of him here, and then you play it in here, and this player is running back post, right? And he's going to have to compensate eventually, come in here, or you can lay it in here, or if he's back further behind the ball, right? Then when he goes there, you slide it into Thomas, and Thomas scores. Okay, I'm going to go back and show you the situation again. Okay. So we got to get smart and understand where the other team is standing, how they're defending is going to determine our actions. Okay. So, okay, if we're in here, Isaiah has the ball, right? And August is wide again, right? And Delvin sits here, right? Kind of cutting off, or their defender cuts off August, so he's not an option, right? And instead, right, Thomas, you better be wide, because the second you're not wide and the ball comes in here, you're going to get 2v1'd right there. Okay, so Thomas has to stay wide there, right? And if Tanito or the defender sits more central, that's going to free up Thomas here. But again, if Thomas is too tight, right, then he's going to get 2v1'd. So I want Thomas opened up here, right? Because then Tenzing or the pivot or the ala or the fixo has to stay back, right? So if he guards here, you're going to have that ball in here, okay? Right? Then I want you to cross, right? He's going to be marking here. When you see Isaiah crossing here, you want to either cross, depending on, if Thomas is holding off that defender coming in here, right? Instead of staying here, right? Because Isaiah is going here, I want you to run here, which is going to draw Taka and Tenzing in here and either create that ball for you here, or it's going to leave, if Taka does follow here, you're going to get that potential 3v1 because Isaiah is going to be running behind here, and then Tanito might gravitate towards the ball here, right? It's kind of, think of it like a planet. There's a gravitational pull to the ball, right? So as you're running past Thomas here, Tenzing's defending here, but Tanito is going to be baited in to be like, oh, I'm going to go after Thomas and the ball. Losing his man, played into Isaiah, and Isaiah's on a breakaway for a shot. Or if he gets covered here, then Delvin for the shot there. Okay, let's go back here again. Think about what we just did. Okay, all starts with staying wide. Okay, the third scenario, if Tanito has the ball, right, and Tanito's covering line, Delvin, you're sitting here, wide here, right? And then Isaiah, you're high here, and Delvin chooses to cover the middle, right? Because he doesn't want that ball to go through here for the give and go here, right? So he sits a little bit more central, right? Tanito blocks here. Kind of they work together like this to create a wall, right? Then you play the ball here across to August, who's got to be wide. Thomas, you make that run here. Tanito follows, or the defender follows. You either do that give and go, right? If it's not there because he's guarding tight, what do? Delvin comes back, right? Receives the ball here. And we try again, right? Hopefully causing confusion in the middle for either the give and go there. If Taka's there, the give and go there, right? And if Taka does a really good job, or excuse me, if Delvin does a really good job staying with August and it's not either, then Thomas comes in here, right? And then you can play it across here again, right? Or maybe you can try to fake it, get him to go there, create space through the middle. Isaiah, you staying wide, right? Delvin, you run across, trying to lose your man Taka, because remember, pivots like to stay pivots. They don't like to come and defend. Thomas, you become defender. The fixo, right? Tanito will follow you at first because he's playing ala, right? Taka's playing pivot in this scenario, right? Which hopefully Taka will start to follow you and be like, it's someone else's responsibility. Tanito is already following Thomas because the switch. And then we just created a 3v2 because Isaiah has the ball. Delvin, because you did that run, right? You should get that ball because you crossed it. Remember, Isaiah, you always want to dribble towards your player that's covered, right? So Delvin is covering August. So you dribble at August because that's going to create space over here. And then fake, you want to fake this way, draw him in, and then slide it in here. Delvin, you take a nice right-footed shot, back post, or, the farther you can go, Isaiah, right? The more it's going to shift that goalkeeper there, right? You slide it in. If you're fast enough, you can play it front post. Otherwise, the goalkeeper is going to shift, right? Because he sees you with the ball here. He's going to shift near post, and then you got to finish far post.